Of course, that video would cut off after I'm speaking about triggers and stuff like that. I be forgetting that when I use this device, it's it's gonna step, it's gonna turn off on its own. Anyway, so I have become a big fan of lemon. What is it, mascarpone or mascarpone? I don't know how to say it right, but that kind of cake, so good. Lemon or lemon, is it limoncello? I don't know, but so good. Um, I have a 50% coupon for some food or whatever, but the thing is, they only do it up to 15. They only give you 50% off up to $15. Like, y'all still trying to get over on people. They making sure, honey, you don't get nothing good with it. That's what just upsets me. So yeah, you gonna get that $15 off, but if you go more than that, you gotta order for $100. You're not getting $50 off. I'll speak about it eventually. It's definitely Grubhub, the Grubhub app. They try to send you all these perks and this and the third, but it always got some kind of, tweaking hidden in there. But trying to figure out. I know I want me some good wings. Um, and I wanted to get something that the boys like too, but it's at the point where yeah, we all like different stuff from different restaurants, so be kind of tough sometimes. And then Grubhub is, I'm not gonna say it's almost like a bootleg. It's like in the middle to where it has some good places on there and it has some not so good. Uber is like the up to par. DoorDash is like a little ghetto, but and I don't even do Postmates no more. I used to do Postmates when we first started out, just trying to see who gave the best deals, who was doing what. Shoot, I don't know if Postmates got bought out or whatever, but yeah. But anyway, yep. So just thought about I was going to explain. I thought about how dude. I thought about them because they just my so-called next door neighbors or whatever, and I just thought about how you gonna call the cops on somebody, but then return their food. Which one is it? And I guess it's that love hate type of relationship, but it's not with me. It's either you gonna love me or you gonna hate me. And at this point, I've chosen for you that you're gonna stay away from me. I'm not dealing with y'all. That's too much. It's too much confusion and too much BS. Too much, going back and forth, wishy washy. I always say iffy. Um, like the song say. But yeah, just to me, it's reprobate, and it's you want to appear one way, but you really on the inside, you seething like you're nasty on the inside. And then he proclaimed, and that's all I need to hear it is one time is that you a nasty MF, and you self proclaim that. Okay, I'ma holler at you. Let me see, is he coming in here to get the walkie talkie? But yeah, I'ma holler at you. You can stay over there. There's no reason for you to come over here. Period. They go back and forth in that confusion. One day they want to do like seemingly nice gesture, but another time they'll call the police. Boy, get out of here. Whole time could have been eating good together. I could have been doing little stuff or whatever, but I'm not. And see, I wanted to. That's where my heart beat. I wanted to. And I'm gonna just be honest, I might not think it up like, oh, I wonder if the neighbors need this or want it. No, because a lot of times I feel like you need to be leading by example, and a lot of times if you're doing that with me, then that's when I follow that type of example or whatever. But mm, mm, mm. And I feel like too, I guess they say it took her too long to get to a place of, even being able to or whatever. So, they deem me as nothing. And I blame it on my boys' dad because he tried to make it up, at least appear that we're trashy or we're, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I even feel it, but I just be like, I know who I am. I know who I belong to. I know whose I am. So why would I feed into that? And so I just keep on, you know what I'm saying? I get to the point where I'm like, oh, y'all can take what y'all want to. When I pulled out them cameras, honey, and they quickly went and bought some cameras. Well, I don't know if they went or if they ordered to try to. It's all to me. It's by appearances. Our household got to appear better than hers. Probably try to make it seem like they got them first. All types of stuff, but I'm just like, that's on y'all, because I'm not finna spend my life buying what y'all buy or anything. If y'all have something that I think is useful and I could get for my household, then cool. But yeah, I'm not y'all, so I don't try to. I'm not in competition. But yeah, they sit around. It's almost like compete all day, and they used to like I said, they used to speak about the so-called old matriarch of the house across the street, but I guess they decided to join her. I didn't join her. I just had children in the bloodline, so what I'm saying, it might seem like, honey, I don't deal with them. And I mean, I'm making it clear. I don't deal with them. I don't go sit over there under them, with them, nothing like that. but but now that I see how y'all would do, I'm not for y'all either. So like I said, just surrounding is a whole bunch of snakes and reptilians and you know what I'm saying, all them types of spirits. And I'm just now learning that nightmares are a spirit. I didn't, well, that's the conclusion that I came to. That's what I strongly feel like and believe, like, that's a spirit. Um, something trying to haunt you and stuff like that in the night when you go to sleep, try to paralyze you in your sleep, this, that, and the third. But yeah, no, I'm not fooling with nobody that can call the cops and then you can turn around and bring my food. See, I didn't know what they was gonna do if it ended up. I just figured, hey, they'll throw it away or whatever. But I knew I wasn't going over there to get it, and I really did not want him in my yard. I didn't want to be bothered with them, and I still don't. Like, I don't want to give you no reason to come over here. It's none. Y'all have none. Even when there was and like like a slight emergency type thing. I'm telling you, God had already had it, and this wasn't for them. This was for the other ones. God had already had it to where they feel like, oh, I know she over there by herself, so let me go. You need me to get the kids? No, you didn't save today. No, honey, I'm good. And I really truly thought the person was being genuine and nice and all that, but it was for their own. You know what I'm saying? It's for their own. Anyways, I broke down crying last night. I was watching The Color Purple, just to refresh myself. And, it just reminds me, of course, of my daughter being gone when Celie gets her kids taken. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, those kids was by, by her own dad, or pa, as she called him. Got her kids taken, and then Miss Sophia, when she tried to stand up for herself and they all ganged up on her, and she had to be sentenced to being that lady's maid anyway. That's like, oh gosh, that's like, you trying to intimidate somebody, and it's just humiliation and all of that. And then I believe Celie said something about, if you would have been if her so-called husband would have been doing something, then the white people wouldn't have been able to, treat her like that or whatever. And so this setting was supposed to be in 1909, and of course the movie was in 1985. But the setting, they did a good job. If I was to truly believe it was in that setting, they did a really good job. And to me, those was definitely simpler times, but people were still mean spirited, like, so-called Mister or Al, what's his name? What did she call him? Albert. Um, just mean spirited, and of course the dad sleeping with his own daughters and stuff like that. And I think they said the mom got so jealous and envious she died. And man, when I tell you, and then the dad was, giving her the so-called mister, and he was saying she's twice spoiled. Oh, that is, oh, if people really did have to live through stuff like that, and they talked like that, she's spoiled twice. Like, oh, you think having sex with somebody, number one, is spoiling, but you think it's, well, number one, you think it's okay to have sex with your own your own offspring. But I don't know. I don't understand. I'm not really trying to have that type of experience to understand. Because, honey, I don't know. It's disgusting to me to be made to feel like that was ever okay. But shoot, some of these people walking around are the product of of a dad coming together with his daughter, or a close relative or whatever. And so yeah, just refresh myself on that movie. Seen it quite a few times, but I was always